man, the rain. Sometimes don't you just get off of work and you're tired, or you get out of school and you're tired and it's raining, so you really can't do anything outside, So you just get on the game, you chill in your bed, just the cold AC blowing in the room. Man, oh man, that's the life right there. But back to the rain, where I'm from, North Carolina, around the Wilmington area. We have a big storm that's about to hit us, Hurricane Debbie, I think. And by the time I post this video, it's probably gonna be a tropical storm, or it probably hit us as a tropical storm. But yeah, even with that, I still took the risk and I drove to Jacksonville. And that is exactly what this video is about. Today, I'm basically gonna show y'all how I shoot a mixtape, steps I take, what angles I use, and I'm gonna still give you the POV. It's just gonna be more in depth. That's why I wanna change up the way I do these videos. This is a new format and I love it because I feel like the videos will have more effort in them, and this is what I want, I can't cheat my way out of it. There's no shortcuts, So the guy that I'm filming today, his name is Isaiah. Pretty cool guy. Never lacked on energy, easy to work with too. He found out about me through somebody else. I'm in a mixtape about somebody else around this area and he saw it and he was like, let's work, man. You know me, when there's work, I'm gonna work, you feel me? So, and I met him at this gym. And I've actually been to this gym before, It's a small gym and the lighting is pretty, the lighting is horrible. The lighting is horrible in this gym. It's like yellow and it's dim and there's not enough lighting to make, have a good spot. Prior to this, I was at a gym last week in Jacksonville, same place. And it was a high school gym and it was so much more well lit. Back to the main focus, So basically my everyday setup literally is the FX30 with the 28 to 200 millimeter lens. It's a Sigma. Of course, I'll never take this off. I keep this filter on. It's a diffuser lens. I think it's a 1/4 diffuser lens. I got mine from Tiffin, I'm pretty sure. Tiffin, I think what it's called. And what it does is that instead of the light being harsh and just there, it makes it soft and kind of dreamy and hazy, I love that. I love taking my pictures like that. I love taking my videos like that. It just gives it a little cinematic push, and that's what I'm going for. Speaking about filters too, I just bought a filter. It's a star filter actually. What it does is that it also plays with the light, so it turns the light puts little diamonds on the light. I don't know. Sometimes you reflect, say you have a diamond watch on or a diamond, and you just reflect it onto light and you see a sparkle. Basically, that's what it turns the light into, like a reflection, it turns into sparkle. I think that's amazing. So back to the film. I want to say my style has changed, and it kind of changed overnight, like a 360. Literally a week ago, I feel like I changed my style up. I don't know, I switched my style 20 times. I don't think I have a style, but I've been going for more of the still shots, no movement, just still. I still use movement. I just use more still shots, just leaving the camera on the ground, getting their feet walking and the camera's not moving, leaving it somewhere sitting, and then they cross and then they get across the screen. There's a lot of shots you can do with still, and it just looks so appeasing and it looks cinematic. That's really the main focus I'm going for. But yeah, here's some clips of my guy warming up, you feel me, doing this thing, showing some middies, getting some dribbles in, getting some shots up, you feel me? Just basically just started off, break the ice, get himself warmed up. You might see me just dropping the camera on the floor a lot, and that's really because that's how I take a still shot. I don't know why, but I've just forgotten my tripod. God knows how many times. Every time I go to a shoot, I forget it. I mean, it's because I don't really need it. I only use a tripod to record myself how I am right now, and also, yeah, that's literally it, just to record myself how I am right now. The last time I used it was to record myself taking pictures. In this video that's popping up right here in the corner, 168, yeah, my first ever, how I shoot with my FX30. I actually had a good reception, a couple views, and I think because it's the FX30, and if shooting pictures with the FX30, it's just not right. You feel me? You just don't do it as cinema camera. You have to get a normal camera, like a A7 III or a A7C. I don't know. I mean. All right, so here he's doing some cone drills of him coach, I guess one of his ex-coaches. He's doing some cone drills, getting his work in, getting some dribbles. So I wanted to get a few angles of this. So I'm pretty sure I got the right side, I got the front, and I try to get him on the left side, but him going through without moving the camera. So he will walk by from here to there, yep, like this, you feel me? But yeah, that's something I like. That's something I like to do now. Now, just because I like doing stills now, it doesn't mean that I stop doing motion, movement. I still do movement work. I still approach him with the 24 FPS, get that little, get that shaky feel, because sometimes you need both. You gotta learn how to play with your frame rate, guys. Like literally, I feel like that's one of the main things now, in videography. Photography, don't worry about it, but and also actually scratch what I said, do worry about it in both areas, videography and photography. Let's do videography first. So think about this, all right? Shutter speed. Of course, you follow the rule, the cinematic rule. I forgot the name of the rule, but I know it's double what your frame rate is. So if you're shooting at 24 FPS, your shutter speed should be 50. If you're shooting at 60 FPS, then your shutter speed should be 120 or 125 in this case. Basically, just to keep the human-like eye track motion, because I mean, if I put the shutter speed all the way up and shooting at 60 FPS, it just won't look real. Am I lying or am I not? If you put it at 50 shutter speed because you get more lighting, and then you put it at 60 FPS, then it's gonna look very, very draggy, I always shoot in 60 FPS for these intro shots, the B-roll, so that way I can, slow-mo it, you know, I could just drag it out. But yeah, say I want to do a tracking shot and I run up to him, and as I'm running up, say I want to like in post-production make it a slow-mo, I will make it a slow-mo and it will look cool, you know. Like, it's just little stuff like that, you know. That's what I do with 60 FPS. I just do stuff like that so I can do slow-mo and it'll look smooth and controlled and clean, literally. And then the low FPS. I crank down the FPS to 24 and then I put the shutter speed to 50, and it gives me that extra light and it gives me that choppiness that I follow them around. It looks like I'm running behind them. It looks like you're running with them. The person that's watching, it looks like they're running too. It's really, it gives you like kind of like an eye movement. Like when you run, you don't notice it, but you're not stabilized. But your eyes, you know, you just don't notice it. But so when you see it on the phone screen, you're like, oh shoot, like it looks kind of real. And then there's times where I do crank it all the way down to say like, I think 1 out of 8 or something like that. And it looks very, 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 very slow and like it just drags out. But stuff like that, I guess is just in the taste, you feel me? Like I like doing that stuff. You know, adding a little clips, that gives it like a little motion, you know, give it like a blur. I kind of like it. It just goes with the video. I'm gonna show you really what I'm talking about right now. You see how I cranked it all the way down and it just like, you know, he's very dragging, like the light's still dragging with him, you know. I like that. It gives it more like an explosive look. Like you can literally say a beat drops in a song, you add that clip in there and it just blows, it just goes right with it. Now in photography, high shutter speed in photography, I feel like that's, if you're outside and you're not using high shutter, now what I see people do now is like, they like freeze in motion with low shutter speed. It's a technique actually. I think it's pretty hard to do, but just lower the shutter speed and you have to get a still shot on somebody. And I'll throw up a example right here. I saw a picture, I think it was Mo Salah, and it was like a slow shutter speed. If I can find it, I'll put it on there. But it's really, really cool. He's running, and this might be post-production. I might be, you know, talking out my butt here, but it looks cool how his body is moving, but his head is frozen. It looks really cool. And another one is low shutter speed wedding photographers now. That's a whole new thing. I've seen people do it a million times. I've seen it done really good. I'll throw up an example, and I've seen it done really bad. I don't know if I'll find that example. So I've kind of shied away from doing, you know, the casual mixtapes. If you go down to my page, you can see that all my past mixtapes are like rap, hip hop, this and that, the third, you know, just getting in, just trying to get it done and get it out. Now I'm being more careful and more precise, I guess you want to say, more intentional. Let's say that, more intentional. Now I care. Now I want to make it look nice, you know, like now the still shots may give it a little bit of a little, you know, a little salt on top, you feel me, like a little topping, you know. And the cuts and the edits, like I kind of stopped using a bunch of like transitions. Like don't get me wrong, they're really cool if you're going for that fast-paced look, but these videos where it depends all on the song, and especially this was a slow song that did the video too, you just have to, you know, smart with it, you know. Mixtapes, I always let the client or the person that I'm shooting pick the song, just because, I mean, honestly, if I was doing school and somebody did a mixtape on me, I would want to pick the song. So why not let them pick it? And it's kind of a given, you know, they got to pick it, you work around them, which is, I'm fine with that. The video goes like this. Depending on what song they pick, depends how I shoot the video. Now, me, I didn't even know, like, I didn't even ask him what song he wanted. Thank God he picked a kind of a slow song, you know. It's not super slow, but it's like a, you know, like a chill song, you know, it's something you can vibe to. Thank God he picked that, because that's literally, I can't imagine the still shots of a fast-paced song. That would have been terrible for me, so I got lucky there. Your mixtape or your video or whatever you're doing should always match the sound in the song. The song is the most important thing in the video. Sound is so much more important than what people say it is. Like, sound is, I'm willing to say that sound is 60 and your video is 40, because you can shoot on a potato, right? But if you still add crisp sound, people are still gonna listen and hear and sit and just stay there, you know? Like, that's why you add your sound effects, that's why you layer your sound effects, that's why you, I mean, talk over, I guess. I mean, I don't know, like, this is why I got a mic. I mean, hopefully the mic's pretty good. Hopefully y'all can hear me. But yeah, sound is very, very, very important. Here's a cool shot actually that I tried just out of nowhere. It was like, I'm in front of him, I get on the ground, and as he shoots, I just turn all the way around and try to get the goal from behind me. I'm sitting right in front of him, and behind me is the goal, so I just have to do this. I have the camera, and I go back. But it's easier said than done, you know. It took me a couple tries, but I finally got I guess the best I could. Definitely I could do better, like with enough time, enough practice, but that's the best I could do for the time, you know. After filming, you know, after he got his workout in, I said, you know what, bro, let's get some pictures outside, you feel me? Let's just get some pictures outside. Like, you know what, now, let me go get the light in the car. And like I told y'all last week, this Gold Ox bar light, man, it's really, 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 really good. It's really good. Like, it was almost dead again, like, but I grabbed the light, he got in the car, and it was raining, keep in mind, it was raining. and I just quickly put the light over his head and just shot with the other hand. Boom, 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 boom. That's it for me. I mean, I hope y'all enjoyed this week. It was just me showing y'all how I shoot videos, how I shoot my mixtapes. So it's about to be fall, summer's ending, soccer season and football season are coming up. I have a lot of plans to shoot and make videos about that, me at the games, how I shoot at the games, and literally what I do. It's gonna be really fun, and I'm low-key excited because I'm getting ready to, I just want to showcase, you know, what I've learned over the summer and over the year, compare my work from the first time that I did it, which is last year, sports-wise, not just in general photography, but I want to compare my work to my work now, and I know it's gonna be 10 times better, tenfold. But yeah, thank y'all for watching. I appreciate y'all. If y'all get to this point in the video, I'm really thankful. Thank you so much. Like, subscribe, and I guess I'll post next week. Or maybe I'll post in a day or two. I don't know.
No airports and no flights. That's how I wanna live my life. Is that alright? 10 girlfriends and no wife. That's how I wanna live my life. Is that alright? No sport cars and no ice. Okay, maybe a little ice. We all got a little vice. No selfies, just say hi. I'm so healthy, A-Live. 4L, we them same guys. Equity for my dogs, only time you see gang signs. I'm looking to change lives, I already changed mine. Our ambition just ain't the same size, you pint size. Watching my paint dry in real time, telling yourself it just takes time. The time's now, stop waiting for the inspiration. They say it's a flaw being impatient, but no airports and no flights. That's how I wanna live my life, is that alright?